From BX till Brooklyn. From BX till Brooklyn. From BX till Brooklyn. We get it on, no shit, man. And I'll be back on track. New York, New York. I think we're back on the track. Uptown, so where the Bronx at? Is New York in the house? Say what now?
Bronx, Manhattan, Staten, Queens, and Brooklyn. It's the remix. Where the Bronx at? Bronx, Manhattan, Staten, Queens, and Brooklyn.
Word, I'm on my NY shit. NY Fitty with my NY bitch. New York, New York, New York. Word, I'm on my NY side. BX Bronx, get it NY. New York, New York, New York.
The king of swag zone. You pawns gotta check me. David is right, you ain't seen New York till you met me. Ray ass like Jose, you get me? Bro, I'm a good fella. So don't test me, haters, just don't do it. You Patrick ass niggas, I will never let you win. Dominican and my Spanish is so fluid. So what I got that beat Dewsbury is you doing? I'm on this corner like it's 89. This that New York swag that had knives in that state of mind. You shake spines if you lame strive, but your wide clef niggas keep yelling if you hate I.
And I'm so NYC, here's that Prince of the Bronx, baby, NY's me. That's right. And it's that NY remix, Empire State, we got the hits for the CC. Okay. From uptown down to Harlem, jumping on the west side, headed to the garden. I got my swag on track, ain't fit it to the left, is that why on my chest? Yes, cause word upon hate chick change. Come BX like a 2-4 on that 6 train. And I'll be back on track, New York, New York. This is the remix track, like word. I'm on my NY shit, NY baby with my NY bitch. New York, New York, New York. Word, I'm on my NY swag. Let's go. BX Bronx, get it NY fast. New York, New York, New York, New York.
Street corner. Let's go. New York. 750 out with the stash box. Swag by the bricks, I'm opening up a swag spot. Let's go. These rappers starting to bore me. The Yanks still won, they ticket without Tory. 5-star shorty, we ain't never been defeated. And I always stay fly like a fly frequent. I ain't nothing but a crown holder. We get it poppin' like a Thursday at Mimosas. I bring the Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens, and Harlem out. Grab pics, LG, and street corner out. I got swag, nigga, use yours. Even out of town, they playin' that song New York.
NY swag so fire, we did it 2 times. It's 2 times, y'all niggas gon' let my crew shine. Me and a few of my niggas be on the field. I know you plan on biting my swag, nigga, it's shoot time. My shit tight, Michelle Fife in the cats. Jackie joining the tracks, medium on the fats. Hit him in the jaw with the gun and I got his back. To get my pockets looking like Eddie Murphy in the fats. So the club's kinda nutty how I want my wallet puffy like Biggs, man. I'm willing to deal with the problems they can't. Money swag surfing, I'm swag swerving. Be a Blackberry curving, y'all niggas still shirts.
I'm on my NY shit, NY baby with my NY bitch. New York, New York, New York. Let me take my suit jacket off real quick. NY swag. They think I'm new around here. New York, New York, New York. Queens representative, forever I will always be. Isn't it evident my flow? 3 letters, OMG. What's that? Who am I? Let me introduce. I'm flawless, the jumper cables when tracks need a boost. Don't listen to rap, still a weak excuse. I'm a pop star, so they ask, what is he confused? No, just my alter ego has different views. I can walk the walk in sneakers and the shoes. I'm a problem, hazard, simple mathematics. I don't gotta add and divide to know your average. OZ gave me the heat, so I'ma smash this. Hope you got insurance for me to cover the damage.
I'm damaging every beat I'm giving. I'm at my peak with this lyric spitting, making it hotter than Hell's Kitchen. I'm swell spitting with these swagger flows. I'm steadily bagging hoes by the way the cuffs is so tough as Abathos. I'm never boring, keep the crica calling home until the morning. Conquistador chicas until the people roaring. I'm steady warning if you ain't getting your swagger G. A little league pitching, I'm hitting like Don Mattingly. Creating casualties, casually cause calamities. Khaki gets cowards constantly catching themselves caffeine. And why Swagger Kings remix the New York swag release. Put a toe tag on the remix and why Swagger beat word.
Damn, what happened to the track? Got 8 motherfuckers left casual in the back. I could do this a cappella, I don't even need a track. I'ma call my homie Nova, tell him bring the beat back. Funny how they act when your swag on zero. Get a couple mil, they approach like primo. Ladies made it hard like I'm Shaq on free throws. Now they see the chain and they on my beach, yo. Everybody mad, I'm on NY swag. Saying casuals this, saying casuals that. Homie, this is Michael May, I got casuals back. Cash told me tell the haters kisses NY ass. You ain't even gotta wonder who's bringing NY back from up under. Street corner motherfucker. If you need the proof, man, the proof is in the numbers.
All right, y'all. Welcome back to the Hear Me Out podcast in association with True Hall of Fame Builds. I'm your host, Michael May. What did I tell you? What did I tell you? Yo, I'm going to give it a few seconds for people to pop in the building. Hit the like button. What did I tell you? No one wanted to believe me. Nobody wanted to believe me. What did I tell y'all? Y'all think that I was playing when I said verbatim, when I said Diddy was not on trial. I've been saying this from the jump. Puff Daddy Diddy is not on trial. What did you hear me say? Listen, people, everybody sitting here saying whatever they want on this whole Diddy situation. I've been saying from the jump. This is not on day two of the Diddy trial. I said, this is not about Puffy. People are like, what are you saying? What are you saying about? I said, this trial is not about Puffy. I was the first person who was saying this. Shout out to Long. Yup. Shout out. Nobody was saying it in the beginning. Now, Tisa's gonna try to assume, you're gonna hear her say it like, what did I tell y'all? That it's gonna be a domino effect. Stop the cap. We're gonna stop all the cap. But I told y'all, me, Michael May, True Hall of Fame, I told y'all on day two, the minute I heard the prosecution story, I said, this is not about Diddy. This is about tearing down every powerful man. I thought I was playing. First it was Diddy. Now it's Tyler Perry. Now it's Fat Joe. Oh, we're going to go through this. We're going to go through this thing here. Hear me. Let me tell you what happened. Hold up. Who needs to see the video to get a refresher? I wasn't prepared to do it, but I'll do it right now. I'm going to show you guys why all of a sudden everybody's going to, every industry, every company in the world is about to get sued. I told you this. And then we're going to review Cassie's tape. Since all of y'all swear she's innocent, we're going to review Cassie's tape where she was saying she gonna kill somebody. Like she a gangster like that. Okay, we're gonna review everything. But right now, I need to show y'all this. But I need to bring up, I told y'all this, people. Once this, let me show it to you. Is it this? Yes, right here. People, I told y'all this. What day did Tyler Perry's lawsuit come out? When did Tyler Perry's lawsuit come out? Please listen. Listen and pay attention. Listen, I told you, every company in the world will be sued if Diddy goes down. Every company, hit the like button, y'all. If y'all new here, subscribe to the channel. turn notifications. I said every company will go down. I don't care what company it is, every company practices the same thing. Let's listen. Because once this came out, y'all heard me break it down to y'all. I said every company in the world, even up to the presidency, if what they're trying to charge Diddy with, they have to charge every company in the world with. I told you that. Y'all didn't want to believe me because y'all want to subscribe to all them other lion ass content creator channels. But let's listen.
Hey, well, baby, if you are Diddy, you are looking at complete devastation. And baby, we about to do this twice in a row. This was an absolutely humiliating and staggering defeat for Diddy. From the morning, every stupid motion he put in got denied. But more importantly, everybody's saying, I don't see that RICO. Well, you must be blind because they built the RICO one hotel receipt, one credit card seat at a time. They have summary witnesses, and I'm not going to lie. Why the summary witness seems to be...
Listen, I told y'all this is not about Diddy. It's about tearing down as many powerful men as possible. People, listen, because some of you guys don't know. You're listening with your ass. You're not listening with your ears. Listen.
A little bit boring, not to me. I'm loving it. This is where the RICO is proven. You must choose. We know what the organization is. It's Combs Global. We got the organization. In order to have a RICO, you must have people that move, okay? Move together with one proper goal in furtherance of a mission or a goal. They have to be an enterprise. That's called Combs Global. They're moving with one common goal. That is to protect Diddy's image.
Now, if that is RICO, that you have a body of people moving in the same direction to protect and follow the mission to protect the head, which is Diddy, that sounds just like the presidency. That's JP Morgan. That's every company in the world has the same mission. You would get fired from a job because what you bring to the company can jeopardize it. They look at your social media. They look at everything. Are you a party girl? Did you used to strip back in the day? They look at everything. What she just described is everything. I told y'all. I warned y'all. I was the first people on day 2. I told y'all. If they convict Diddy, they are going to open up a Pandora's box that they won't be able to close. You want to know why? Because every business in the world operates with a body of people that are moving under a mission, which is to protect the brand. JP Morgan is a brand. Walmart is a brand. McDonald's is a brand. The presidency, it is a people. Y'all thought I was playing with you. Or you thought I was gaming you. So now, and I told y'all, all these companies operate the same way. Ready? They use their business accounts to pay for things. And ready, and here's another thing. You want to know why there's reasonable doubt? Because a lot of y'all guys don't understand. If Diddy was paying for a service, his company wasn't benefiting. See, some of y'all not paying attention because Diddy's company was not benefiting. Hold up. We're going to more on that in a minute. But because of this video right here, I showed you guys what they're describing in court versus Diddy is every company in the world. Every company in the world has a RICO case then. But I told you, Diddy was not on trial. Right after Diddy, once people started hearing the Diddy lawsuit, oh, this is RICO? Oh, people winning money? Now Tyler Perry came out. Not only did one person come out, now another person came out on Tyler Perry. People, what did I tell you? This is gonna be a domino effect. Here's the thing. Here is the slippery slope. If you convict Diddy because women were voluntary, because women volunteered their services, and now they're mad, and they chose to remove consent, fellas, because y'all know only women can remove consent. But I always tell you guys, I use the example for you guys to understand. Ready? If you laying down, drooling, and a chick start giving you top while you sleeping, hey, you should sue her. Because I was sleeping. I didn't give her consent. That's grape. Are you listening to how fucking stupid that shit sounds? But a woman could remove consent years down the road. You know what? I hate him. I don't like him. He was forcing me to perform. Fellas, listen, hear what I just said. But if you're sleeping as a man and she start giving you top, she start giving you brain, you wasn't awake to say, yeah, I consent to that. Please continue. So can you file a grape on a woman? It sounds dumb, right? But I told y'all, this, people hear me. This is the reason why I told y'all Diddy has to walk. Tyler Perry, I'm going to do a whole video on that, another video. I'm going to show y'all. People are saying they want to tear down any man in power. So now, the next on the chopping block, Fat Joe. The next on the chopping block is Fat Joe. Now they're charging him with RICO allegations. Why? Why? Because if you're gonna prosecute Diddy, every company in the world on planet Earth is under RICO. Every company operates as a body moving under one mission to protect the image of who? The top person. JP Morgan, McDonald's, KFC, Walmart, fucking Applebee's. Everything is a RICO. Hold up. You still think I'm playing now? I got your attention? Do I got your attention now? Subscribe to the channel. This is why I told y'all from the jump. Why aren't you subscribed to this channel? Why aren't you subscribed to this channel? You want to know why? Because while everybody's out there saying Diddy's going down, Diddy's going down. Now, let's be clear. As I like to always start, all the parties that we're speaking of on this live stream are innocent until proven guilty, not guilty until proven innocent. I am not on the side of the prosecution. I'm not on the side of the Diddy or any other person being alleged of anything. I'm on the side of the law. But nobody's giving it to you guys like this. Nobody is as I'm not biased to nobody. I don't pledge allegiance to no side. But let's listen. Let's listen. Because The reason why this Fat Joe situation is a little different, because some of you guys know I used to work with Terror Squad. Oh yes. Before the incident happened where Cuban got cut, I used to work for Terror Squad. Rephrase that. I used to work with Terror Squad, which was Armageddon, Triple Sace, not really Fat Joe, but it was Tony Sunshine, yes. Cuban, yes. Prospect, yes. Trust me, I was there, but I want y'all to hear some things, because I warned you guys. Everybody's on the chopping block. If Diddy goes down, everybody's on the chopping block. Let's pay attention.
Oh my God, you guys, come in, sit down, and shut the door. Fat Joe has just been accused of Diddy-like crimes, and baby, this one is a doozy. What is going on? Remember we said that Diddy was going to set the level, and if the prosecution can put him away, there's going to be...
She did not say that. And if she said it, it was way after me. On day 2 of the Diddy trial, I said, this is not about Diddy. This is, mind you, fellas, listen. All of the prosecution are women. I'm gonna say it again. All the prosecuting lawyers are women. This is about women trying to tear down men in powerful position. Now, I told you guys, according to what I've heard so far, Diddy's walking. There is reason, there is doubt. Doubt is already proven. I'm gonna show you some videos today. Doubt is already proven. There is already grounds for 3 mistrials, and the judge hasn't granted them, because I believe the judge knows that Diddy's gonna walk. I believe the judge knows that Diddy's gonna walk. After everything the judge heard, I think he knows. First of all, you had Cassie and her girlfriend perjure themselves in a court of law. Now, this lady right here that we actually reviewing her video, Tisa, was like, it doesn't matter if they got the day wrong. It doesn't matter. What matters is it still happened. No, it matters. Because if you don't know whether it happened on a Monday or a Friday, that's a problem. That's a problem. Now, I want y'all guys to understand something. What y'all about to hear is now Fat Joe on the chopping block. Why? Because everything people is hearing in the Diddy trial, it sounds like every other company. Let's listen.
So many other people to fall.
Now Fat
Baby,
Joe on the
next
chopping
up
block.
on the roster is Fat Joe, Terror Squad. Yo, let me run this down really quick for you because this breakdown is ridiculous. Okay.
Gold says, yo, something crazy happening. I'm going to say this again. This is an attempt to tear down every powerful man, every man in position. And if we people, y'all want to lock up Diddy, do it for DV. Do it for anything else. But you cannot tell me that y'all hear, ready? Whatever you hear of Rico, Diddy was using his company finances. All companies do this. JP Morgan have expensive restaurant meetings. They fucking rent boats. They have parties on the company's expense. And it's a tax write-off. People. But Diddy was giving people drugs. Not according to what I heard. Diddy was buying drugs for himself. Cassie said she doesn't want any of the workers on drugs. That's what Cassie said. Jane Doe said, I don't want any of the workers on drugs. Only them two. So who is he distributing? Motherfucker, if I'm Diddy and I want to get 50 kilos of cocaine for myself, that's my fucking business. Who cares? Who cares? People, I'm going to say this again. when Diddy walks, he's suing all these content creators. Listen, if Diddy walks, all these content creators, people, I've been showing you video after video after video of people, not only in the overflow, I'm gonna show you some today, of people that are actually in the main courtroom. And they're like, the news is not saying what's being said in the courtroom. You ready? All you guys hear about is Diddy's freak offs. He wanted to sit in the corner with a Yankee fitter and some Timbs on, trying to paint the picture of him being this gay man. Y'all guys are aware that it came out in the testimony. Y'all guys are aware. Hit the like button, y'all. If y'all new here, subscribe to the channel. I bet y'all guys didn't hear in the testimony or all over, plastered all over the news. I bet you guys didn't hear that Cassie, on several occasions, brought a woman for Diddy and said, I want to watch. How many? I bet you didn't hear that part. I bet you they didn't tell you that part. They painted Diddy. They painted Diddy like some gay dude. But Cassie brought women to watch Diddy. Why isn't nobody saying that? Y'all never heard that Cassie was bringing women. The same way how a lot of y'all, when I had to tell you guys, I had to show you guys, because those people in the courtroom, he said, all right, hold on. Mike Vocal says, bruh, we're talking about a battered and scared woman. Cassie's so scared out of her mind. She thought, okay, time out. So Mr. Mike Vocals. No, I'm hold on. So Mr. Mike Vocals. So when Diddy told Cassie, I don't want to do no more freak offs, and she said, no, I want this to be the first freak off for the rest of our life. She was battered and scared, so she did it. Diddy, they have shown in the court that Diddy has told women time and time again, yo, we not doing no more freak offs. And they're like, no, I want to do it. Why? Was she still battered and scared then, Mike? I'll wait for you to respond. Since you actually jumped out the window, I'll wait for you to respond. She was acting to please this man. Okay, hold up. Listen, y'all, I'm going to show you somebody who's incompetent and not capable of hearing information. Hold up. So, Mike, was it also manipulation when she was the first one that initiated the physical contact with Diddy? Was she scared of Diddy when she was punching Diddy in the face in front of all his celebrity friends before that video came out? Because it came out in court that Cassie was committing DV against Diddy, smacking him. Was she still scared, Mike? Hold up. Let Mike answer, y'all. Let Mike answer. Nah, it ain't your opinion, because you're defending some dumb shit. You sound like a bitch. I'm sorry. Because if you're hearing the testimony, you're hearing what's being said. Mike, was she scared when she was putting hands on Diddy first? Was she scared? I'll wait. And this ain't my opinion. This came out in the courtroom that she used to slap the shit out of Diddy in the beginning of their relationship in front of everybody. Was she still, Mike, a chick that puts hands on a man first? She ain't scared, my boy. Hold on, Mike. I got a better one for you. She claimed to be raped. Hold on, Mike. She claimed to be great in August of 2025. Then in September of 2025, she went back to Diddy. She went back to Diddy and had consensual sex. And they said, why did you do that? Because I love him. And hold up. Mike said, I haven't been following this. She lost her mind. Hold on, Mike. Ready? Watch this. I could tell you where Cassie got that physical abuse from. Ready? Her mom. Because when Diddy took Cassie's phone, her mom was chasing Diddy. She was slapping Diddy. She was slapping Diddy. Where did she get it from? Her mom. No disrespect to her mom. But this is why I tell you, parents, y'all better learn how to mind your fucking business. Don't get involved in your children's relationships. Because if Cassie didn't chase, if Cassie didn't put hands on Diddy, who the fuck is Cassie's mom to put hands on Diddy? He says she can be loco. Bruh, come on, man. Come on, man. Mike, come on, Mike. Mike, I want you to understand something. We live in a time where women feel like they could put hands on men, and it's okay. It's not okay. It's not okay. We need to teach our daughters and our sons, don't put hands on nobody. This is the problem. We live in a time where these chicks, listen to me, let's be clear. There are only 3 women who are safe from me. There's only 3. Let's be clear. I want to be clear. We got 300 in the building. Hit the like button. I want to be clear. True Hall of Fame, Michael May does not condone DV. If my lady's smacking me in my chest, hey, what you done to me? You hit me. And why did you do that? You broke my heart. Okay. You done? Stop. You done. But when you start picking up glass and you throwing glass at me, I'm hitting you with all kind of Haryukens. I'm hitting you with all the Street Fighter moves, all the Mortal Kombat finishing. I'm hitting you with everything. Cause now my life is in danger. Cause now you throwing shit. You're not. No, see, now you're not doing that. But I'm gonna say this. Yeah, Mike, you know I gotta make a little sense of humor. I gotta make it a laughing moment because some people in here are too sensitive. Now, my lady is safe. The women in her family are safe. The women in my family are safe. But there won't be no woman putting hands on me. Because when you start swinging at me with shit in your hands, I'm taking somebody's head off. Because I've done it before. I've been with somebody where their sister tried to intervene on something that their sister instigated. Your sister put hands on me and I held her down. And she came walking in, swinging. All I saw was something in her hands. And I started hooking off. People, there is no woman who could beat me. Rephrase that. There's some decent ass chicks out here. Hold on. If I see a chick walking in here looking like Arnold Schwarzenegger, get down, run to the chopper, and that's different. That's different. What I'm saying is this. Women have a tendency of putting hands on men. But I understand what you're saying. But in this case, she wasn't scared. And Jane Doe, damn sure, she was a prosti before Diddy. This chick got passed around more than a blunt in a Snoop Dogg smoke-off cypher. So she's done. She's donezo. But I want to say this. I told y'all. I was the first person to warn y'all. Fellas, you really want to rise to power? Yo, fellas, you really want that money? Fellas, look at me. Fellas, don't look away. Look at me. Look at me. You really want that money? Huh? So you really want to be the man, huh? Huh? Okay. So all right, cool. I'm gonna say this again. What they're describing in this Diddy trial, every company in America partakes. Yeah, if Ronda Rousey comes for me, I'm cool. I don't want no smoke with Ronda. I don't want no smoke. Ronda, if you watching, I love you, Ronda. Keep your fist up. But I will say this. Every company in the world practices RICO then. Correct? I keep telling y'all guys, when Joe Biden was falling down the stairs, did y'all hear some of the reports that they were saying? No one said he was having mental issues, that he's getting older, his health was diminishing. They said there was a rock. There was a rock on the fucking stairs. Out of all things, he slipped on a fucking rock. Ay, Dios mío. Joe Biden slipped on a fucking rock. He slipped on a rock. So Joe Biden missed the whole stairs because of a rock. Okay. If you listen, any of y'all, if y'all believe that, I am selling the George Washington Bridge right now in New York City. Send me over, transfer me over. 50,000, I'm gonna give you the lease. I got the money for you guys. Oh, by the way, I didn't put this in the damn shit. Damn, my bad. I already got a feeling. I hear somebody already saying in the back of my brain. Fellas, people, I'm sorry. I cannot keep remembering this shit every single time, y'all. I can't remember to do this all the time. My Cash App is in case you guys want to donate. I already know I got mad messages on Twitter right now. Fellas, I can't remember this shit every time. Honestly, I don't really care too much about the super chats. All I care about is y'all guys hitting the like button, subscribing to the channel, showing me some love. But I know some of y'all guys want to support. I appreciate y'all. We're not here for that. But now dive back into this. Now Fat Joe's on the chopping block, y'all. Fat Joe is up next. I wonder who's gonna come up after Fat Joe. But let's listen.
Okay,
let's listen.
Here's everything that's in play. I had to take notes. There's so much. Let me run it down, then we're going to go on live and read the lawsuit. The main laws at play, RICO. They're trying to get him.
Now, what I will say is this. What's scary about this lawsuit here? If any lawyers are watching, listen, Fat Joe's defense team, listen, I want to say it publicly. I'm saying it loud. All parties are innocent until proven guilty, not guilty until proven innocent. I'm gonna make sure you guys heard that. I'm saying that publicly. I'm not on either side. I'm just reporting the news. But here's the danger. Here's the danger about this one. Here's the danger about this Fat Joe lawsuit. Here's the danger. Why the fuck would the public release the people's names in the fucking lawsuit? Why would they? This is people. All right. Hi, I'm Michael May. I'm from the Bronx, New York. I lived all over New York City. And this is a dangerous game. Because a lot of the people that are being mentioned, I know who these people are. Now I know I'ma have people telling me, yo, take that video down, True. Yo, don't even speak about that. I'm a journalist right now. I don't give a fuck whether I know these niggas or not. I'm a journalist. And no one's gonna stop me from talking anymore. It's bad enough that my job is telling me that I can't speak on the riots and what's going on. So fine. But you're not gonna, so nobody messaged me. Yo, you know you shouldn't be talking about that. Cause when it came to Cardi B, yo, don't talk about that, XYZ. I told y'all I'm in the music industry. I'm not doing that shit no more. I'm a journalist. I'm gonna say what I gotta say. Okay? All right, let's get back to business. Why would they release the people's names in this lawsuit? That is where it gets fucked up for me. I'm not defending Joe. If you have a lawsuit against Joe, cool. But you don't go ahead, thank you, mamas. You don't go ahead and put everybody on the chopping block. That is disrespectful. That is disrespectful, because if they redacted everything for Diddy, give this motherfucker the same respect. I'm sorry. You see, I'm a fair opportunist here. Give Fat Joe the same respect you gave Diddy. Now, Tyler Perry, his shit is all over the place, because now there's just multiple different lawsuits coming out against him individually, so individual names will come out. But in this case, you're gonna hear names that should have never been mentioned. They should have been doctored out of it. Yes, Papa. Yeah. This is mine. Okay, mommy's making papas for you right now. This is daddy's aguacate. ¿Tú quieres? Ask mommy. Like, I can't eat shit around this kid, bro. I can't eat nothing around this kid. Like, I eat my aguacate every single day, midday now. With a little bit of salt and kind. I can't enjoy nothing with this kid. Damn, I gotta fucking like go in the bathroom and like sneak and eat. Like, yo, this is crazy, bro. Jesus. But let's keep listening, man. Like, this kid stay in my face, bro. I can't enjoy nothing, bro. I can't enjoy nothing.
Protection Act. Federal wire and mail fraud, and unjust enrichment, fraud, intentional infliction of emotional distress. Baby, let's get into this, all right? So the plaintiff is Terrence Dixon. Again, we're gonna go in deeper, but we gotta talk about this. The plaintiff is Terrence Dixon. He served as Fat Joe's hype man, writer, vocalist, tour manager, and bodyguard from 2005 to 2022. He claims he was never properly credited or paid, despite.
And here's the thing, y'all. He was. This is the thing. He was. So the gentleman's name is TA. They call him TA. He's bought it. TA's bought it. TA's about that life. You understand? Like, if you, like, TA is about that life. Now, I never had the chance to meet him, but from what I've known, people that I know him, he about that life. This is bad.
Contributing to multiple hits and international tours. And when I said that, I said, okay, so this sounds like standard fodder. And I had been hearing whispers about what was going on in Terror Squad. But get this, he also alleges psychological abuse, financial theft, sexual coercion, and violent intimidation. Who are the defendants, all right? They're saying Fat Joe, Joseph Cartagena, is the ringleader. Pistol Pete Torres is the muscle and enforcer. Richard.
See, all these other names. Now, this is the first video that's up about it. So I couldn't redact everything, but it is what it is. It already got 21K views. So we're going to speak about it, but this is fucked up. This is fucked up. They should have covered everybody else's name, bro. This is wild. And yes, yes, this is a distraction for something. That's why I do so many other different content. I do cover what's going on lightly with the wars and everything in other places. Shout out to all my brothers and sisters that are being deployed. Shout out to my brothers and sisters who serve. Shout out to y'all. Thank y'all guys. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it is what it is, but you know.
Player Richard Josperetti is a business manager and internal enforcer. And there's Erica Moriera, is a fake lawyer who set up the shell companies for laundering money. Oh my God. And get this, and Sneaker Addict Touring LLC and Slate Incorporated, the corporate front for fraud. They also got Rock Nation in here, but they're saying Rock Nation just benefited from the touring and whatnot. The main RICO is Fat Joe. Okay, so here's the allegations. Unpaid labor and song theft. So Terrence claims that he co-wrote and performed 20 or more songs, We All the Way Up, Congratulations, Ice Cream, etc. He was allegedly promised 15% of all earnings and credit, but he received nothing. Instead, he got ghost contracts and forged split sheets were submitted to BMI ASCAP, cutting him out. I think that's the record, people. Hold on, y'all. I know we're starting slow, but it's about to get crazy. Money laundering and tax fraud. Fat Joe allegedly collected hundreds and thousands in cash and didn't report it. He used fake W-2s to inflate Terrence's income on IRS records to hide wage theft. The sneaker store, Up NYC, operated as a front with employees flaunting luxury despite low official salaries, and defendants filed for fraudulent PPP loans using Sneaker Addict Touring. There's also tour exploitation and financial control. They said he was booked for over 200 shows, but only paid $254 per show, while the contracts showed that they paid him $3,000. His per.
Now, real fast, who was there? Who was there when I streamed last week and I said the right thing for Fat Joe to do was, it was earlier this week where I said, look what happened with Jay-Z and Damien. Damon Dash is now being forced to sell everything. Hear me. I said, if Jay-Z doesn't come to the rescue of Damon Dash, everybody's going to lose respect for Jay-Z. Because Damon Dash is the reason you know Jay-Z. This is a fact. And I said, it doesn't matter what they're going through. It matters what he did for you. Damien put you in a position. And they don't got to be friends. All Jay-Z got to come and do is go, yo, look, meet me here, XYZ. Yo, how much you owe in debt? 800? Here's the million. Oh, by the way, yo, give him that check. $10 million check. Have a good day. Their kids, they're still the godparents to each other's kids. And I said it. That's where respect comes from. Fat Joe is in the same position. I said, because Big Pun was supposedly his brother, Fat Joe got to go around and make some wrongs right. Like, Fat Joe needs to go on an apology tour. Like, yo, look, meet up with me. Yo, here's $5 million. Yo, Cuban, here's $5 million. I'm not confirming or denying, just saying, from the stories are allegedly that he would close doors behind Cuban. Yo, Cuban, here's $5 million. Go about your day. Pun's son, figure it out. All the guys that were there, because I'm telling y'all, for those people who did people dirty, they coming for them now. Let's keep listening. They coming for them.
Per diem of $100 a day was routinely stolen. He slept in lobbies while others flew first class. And Fat Joe allegedly took $30K Live Nation check meant for Terrence and used it to pay his own taxes. But y'all, let's get into this.
Crazy.
The sexual coercion and control. Baby, this is a detailed unpacking.
And I want y'all guys to understand this. If this is already a lawsuit, that means that they have proof. That means that PA has proof. This might not be good. This might not be good.
Now, there is a section of the lawsuit that alleges that Fat Joe used Smex as a method of psychological domination, humiliation, and subjugation. These weren't isolated incidents, he's claiming, and they were rooted in consensual groupie culture. This was an alleged systematic pattern of sexual coercion used to break and control Terrence. Here's how it unfolded. Okay, now this is alleged based on his complaint, but let's get into this. Okay. He said he wasn't just performing music. He was allegedly forced to perform sexually, not for his own gratification, but to maintain access to income, travel, shelter, and safety. Fat Joe allegedly made it clear that compliance equaled survival. You refuse and your flight home gets canceled. You refuse and you sleep in the lobby. You refuse and you lose your spot. Okay, so there was performance-based humiliation. And one specific incident in Miami. After a show, Fat Joe allegedly brought a woman to his hotel suite. He ordered Terrence to sleep with her in front of a group with the bathroom door open, shouting, "Get your D hard, Terrence," or they're calling him TA. Members of the crew, including Pistol Pete and JB, reportedly watched and laughed. One joked, "Yo, Joe, I'm not about to stand here and watch this ninja's D." Terrence allegedly did not want to participate, but he felt he had no choice. Also, there was surveillance and direction. These sexual performances were sometimes filmed, sometimes directed. The environment was described as under surveillance. There were security cameras, management staff. They even said Rock Nation's extended team were allegedly aware. Joe was said to have orchestrated who TA would sleep with, watched and sometimes gave verbal instructions. Is this not sounding like Diddy and Cassie?
You know what it is though too? TA was one of those pretty boys. He one of them pretty boy niggas that the chicks loved him. Like TA's one of those guys. You know what I'm saying? Like TA's one of those guys that he was blessed with the opportunity of having the physical appearance that women like. Let's keep listening to one part that this is where it gets fucked up, y'all. Listen.
And use the presence of others to enforce psychological shame. Now, he did say there was retaliation for refusal. On at least one occasion, Terrence refused to comply with the coerced Smex hack. In response, Fat Joe...
Hold on. If this is true, Hayes said, this is a civil lawsuit. The attorney is the same one that Mia fired. That means all of these lawyers are working in cahoots. If this is true, he just confirmed what I've been saying since day 2 in Diddy trial. People, I've been listening to everything. On day 2, I publicly came out and said, this is not about Puff Daddy. This is about tearing down powerful men. And I've never changed my stance. I've never changed my stance from that day. Hit the like button, y'all that new here, subscribe to the channel. He goes, those are facts, bro. This is what they do. This is nasty work. That means the prosecution is trying to get all these niggas lined up. This is fucked up. That's fucked. Listen, if what Hayes is saying, y'all better subscribe to the channel because nobody's giving y'all this content the way I give it to y'all. People, I've been saying this. Don't be surprised. Y'all gonna hear a lawsuit come out against JP Morgan. Y'all gonna hear something come out about another big time owner. They're gonna hear something about people. That means every company in the world moves like a RICO case. That's how it's structured. To protect the image of the top. Yes, every company in the world. Oh man.
Joe canceled his flight, left him stranded overseas, and cut off access to money or shelter, making him fully dependent on Joe's approval to survive. And there was also creepy language of ownership. He alleges that Joe made it clear that his bodies and his actions were not his own. The expectation was be sexually available on command, never say no, or you're out. And this wasn't about pleasure, it was about enforcing loyalty through humiliation. Now listen, these actions are framed in the lawsuit as textbook sex trafficking under coercion, especially the forced performance under threat, inability to leave due to financial and physical control, repetition over time. He claimed over...
And you know why this is dangerous, y'all? Because it's not like TA's gay. TA not gay. So if TA has to face Joe, he ain't gonna have no issues being like, yup, him. So allegedly, a powerful man is using his power to keep his people in line. And he uses certain enforcers to see, let's keep, this is...
For 4,000...
But you ready? Y'all never heard of Suge Knight? Y'all never heard of Suge Knight? Y'all never heard of 600? Y'all never heard of Big U? Y'all never heard people? This is not nothing new.
Acts he was forced to perform, and the occurrence across state lines intentional. You guys, he also claimed about lining him up. They said that when he started to complain, Fat Joe attempted a violence or a hint. Now let's talk about the retaliation attempt after he began asserting his rights publicly. Now there's supposedly an audio recording of the setup. The lawsuit includes a recorded call.
People, I don't want to play the rest of this, but I have to. Cause I know niggas is watching me. And I don't wanna. Oh my gosh, this is tough. This is tough.
Between Pistol Pete, Fat Joe's enforcer, and a man named Percy, a mutual contact of both Pete and Terrence. Here was the plan. Pete allegedly asked Percy.
Now here's the fucked up shit. Anybody that know who Percy is, Percy a good nigga. I'm publicly saying this shit. Yo, Percy, I had the opportunity to meet Percy on several different occasions. Shout out to Percy. Percy knew what happened with me. And he said, yo, it is what it is, man. That's just water under the bridge. Percy is one of the most respectable niggas walking on earth. There are people that will fucking lay out a whole zip code for Percy. That's how good of a nigga Percy is. So this is fucked up. This is fucked up. That whoever released this shit, they should have redacted all of these niggas' names. This is fucked up. Cause Percy a good ass nigga. Percy a good. This is crazy to throw this nigga's name in the mix, bro. This is fucked up. But let's keep listening.
Percy to get in touch with TA and Terrence and convince him of the meetup, so the Enterprise could deal with them, interpreted as a violent ambush. These are the key quotes from the audio. Yo, he can't come around the hood. He needs to be dealt with accordingly. My hood is gonna bring him to me like they always done. Ninja's gonna bring it right to where you at. He implies that TA violated Joe by speaking out and retaliating.
And if this is on an audio, allegedly, oh my fucking gosh, bro. I'm hoping none of this shit is true, y'all. But now listen to what he says, y'all. Listen to the next thing they say. People, this is gonna fucking open up a can of worms that should not be opened. Listen to what she says next. People, I'm telling y'all, I'm like this close to just shutting the fucking stream down. but I'm a journalist and I still got to be professional. But
Retaliation was expected. And when Percy refused to help line TA up, Pete replied, don't ever tell me bring a ninja to you. I'm never doing that. Of course, lining up, I don't know. I guess that speak for putting a hit out.
well, the hood knows. And I told y'all, Percy a good nigga. And for Percy to, and if allegedly Percy said, I ain't doing it. I told y'all, cause Percy that nigga. Percy a good nigga. Percy a good ass nigga, bro. Percy a good dude. Real talk. This shit sucks, bro. But now listen to this shit right here, y'all.
Out on someone. So, was there a real attempt? Well, from the lawsuit, there was no actual attack occurred. This recording clearly outlines an active conspiracy to set him up for a potential assault or even worse. The threats were specific.
They already got the recording. Y'all. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Shout out to everybody in the live stream. Hit the like button if you're new here. Subscribe to the channel. Turn notifications, y'all.
They were targeted, and they were made by someone, Pete, with a known history, that's his enforcer, of carrying out Joe's violent orders. This lawsuit doesn't just talk about verbal abuse, but a predicate act under RICO and witness tampering statutes. You guys, what is going on over in Terror Squad? You guys, what is going on? Again, there was psychological coercion that they cited. Fat Joe's mantra is nobody leaves Terror Squad in one piece. Reference past violence like the slashing of Cuban Link as a warning. And TA was...
Oh my fucking gosh. If this is what, if this is, shout out to you, if this is what the tape shows, that he warned somebody of violence, like what happened to Cuban, but all these years he's been saying he had nothing to do with that, but he is on tape. Chacho. Well, good thing I'm not in New York City anymore, because this is about to get real ugly. This is gonna get real ugly. This is gonna get ugly, because now
threatened with being stranded overseas, losing work, and being publicly shamed. Y'all, what? The enterprise culture, code words and enforcers, the crew used coded terms like ketchup, that meant slashing, Maitundin, that meant Maitundin. What is that? That meant murk people. Cowpea, that meant slap. And Corbin meant put in a casket. Violent enforcers like Pistol Pete and Rich Player were used in these recorded conversations, and the culture functioned like a criminal hierarchy with orders, punishment, and obedience. You guys, what is going on?
they done threw everybody under the bus. They done picked up the whole Terror Squad and threw everybody under the bus.
Again, this is no shocking thing. TA claims he was forced in over 4,000 sexual acts, often orchestrated and watched by Fat Joe. What? Okay, these are all alleged. We don't know if it happened. I assume if they're making a lawsuit, they have proof. But what is going on Kanye allegedly likes to watch. Diddy likes to watch. And now they putting Fat Joe's name on the list. Ooh. Refusal led to retaliation, like stranding him in Germany or Spain without tickets or lodging. And these acts were put on a humiliation ritual culture for control and subjugation.
Yo, G1, shout out to you. Listen, there's a saying, y'all. There's a saying. What's done in the dark, you know the rest. People, I've done things in my life that I've had to go back and apologize to the people. Hey, it is what it is. This is tough, y'all. This is tough. This is tough. It's tough to watch this shit. But like I said, all of this starts. Why? So now that means Cuban Link may be able to bring up a case. This sounds worse than This is what I'm saying, people. This is what I'm saying. This sounds worse than Diddy. People, it's like people, everybody runs their company like a Rico enterprise. And it all started right here. This people, when in the courtroom, people were like, they got Diddy on Rico because of this right here. Listen to it again before I move on.
If you are Diddy, you are looking at complete devastation. And baby, we about to do this twice in a row. This was an absolutely humiliating and staggering defeat for Diddy. From the morning, every stupid motion he put in got denied. But more importantly, everybody's saying, I don't see that Rico. Well, you must be blind because they built the Rico one hotel receipt, one credit card seat at a time. They have summary witnesses. And I'm not.
People, I'm going to say this again. Companies are notorious for using their company card to pay for business expenses. Their personal expenses. Everybody does this. Let's keep listening.
I'm not gonna lie. Why the summary witness seems to be a little bit boring. Not to me. I'm loving it. This is where the RICO is proven. You must choose. We know what the organization is. It's Calms Global. We got the organization. In order to have a RICO, you must have people that move, okay? Move together with one proper goal in furtherance of a mission or a goal. They have to be an enterprise. That's called Calms Global.
That is every company in the world. They just described every company in the world. I'm going to say this again, fellas. They don't give a fuck about Diddy. Fuck Diddy. Fuck. Exactly. The army's a RICO. Everything in the world is a fucking RICO. Bro, the hospital is a fucking RICO. A body of people moving under a mission to push and protect the image. Montefiori's gonna do whatever it takes to protect Montefiore. So is the army. So is the presidency. Police officers. Firemen. Everything is a fucking RICO. But why isn't nobody saying it like this? Why is there no other content Oh shit. Wow. Shout out to y'all. Thank you guys for getting me 19K subscribers. Whoa. Thank you so much. I'm sorry, y'all. When I start getting into my I'm sorry. I wasn't paying attention. Thank you. I'm so grateful. People, they just said every company is a body of people that move in a mission to protect the image, the moneymaker. That's every company in the world is under RICO now. This is not funny, y'all. I still got my water, mamas. Still got my water. Thank you. I'm coming up there now, mamas. Everything in the world is Rico. People, I'm telling y'all. And is it not a coincidence that now we're hearing, shout out to Hayes, that TA's lawyer is the same lawyer that Mia fired. So that means all these lawyers are linked to Diddy's prosecution team. You still think it's about Diddy? You still think it's about Diddy? Okay. Hold up. Now, for all of you guys who missed this, during the Diddy trial, listen. We're gonna listen. So now, see that this is something else. Whoever the fuck is leaking this shit should be fired and prosecuted. Now Cassie's audio is all over the internet circulating of her threatening one of the ex-workers people. And allegedly the person was like her brother. Listen to this. Shout out to Willie D, man.
What happened? Cassie, nice, sweet, innocent Cassie.
This shit is going everywhere.
Is on video, or on audio, talking about killing a man. This guy's name is Sujit.
Oh yeah, no, I seen it. Listen, y'all, I get all of y'all videos. Trust me. I get all of y'all videos, all y'all links. I get everything. I gotta respond slowly, one at a time. Everybody turn on notifications, please. I would appreciate that. So when I drop videos, you guys could just tune in and watch them. And so you guys know, this channel is like a buffet. I'll do gaming 1 minute, next minute I'm doing a Diddy trial, next minute I'm having man talk. This is the most bipolar YouTube channel you're ever gonna see in your life. I am like no other content creator. I do what the fuck I want to do on this channel here. And though you guys are my bosses, you are my bosses. So if y'all guys say, yo, cover this person's trial, I'm gonna cover it. XYZ, you heard? Let's keep rocking and rolling.
Him as a guy by the name of Sujit. See y'all trickling in. I don't know what's going on with these with YouTube, man, but my numbers is just all over the damn place, man, you know. Yeah, anyway, let's see, where are we here? Okay, so let's go in. We got Cassie threatening a man over a freak-off video. This is what the defense exhibited on, when was that, Monday?
Crazy.
But this recording is just being released. Diddy defense played the jurors an audio recording of Cassie confronting a man she says had told her he watched her in a freak-off video. Cassie said, look, man, I ain't want nobody to see that freak-off video, so you need to give it back to me. Yeah. Finally, we getting to hear.
I hear you, H.
For the jury. Finally, we're getting to hear Cassie herself speak. We're getting to hear Cassie speak.
Oh. Hold on. Yeah, the S workers are definitely doing their rounds. Maybe that's what happened. Maybe the S worker actually recorded it himself, even though she recorded it herself. But I wouldn't be shocked if they recorded it themselves and was like, fuck it, I'm putting this bitch out. It's possible.
And a batch of fresh released Diddy defense exhibits.
And see, once you hear this audio, everything to me sounds like Diddy was just protecting his lady's image. See, this is where the whole case goes out the window for me. Because if my lady's like, I'm gonna fucking kill you, I will get you killed. Like, do you know that? You know you fucking with? If you talking like that, But you like, I ain't putting no blood on my hands, but I got folks who could do it. What you saying is that your mans and those that you know is gonna handle business for you. It sounds like Diddy was a man protecting his woman. That's what, and any man will protect their woman's image, right? I would hope. If not, you shouldn't be here. You shouldn't be here. But let's keep going.
There is an audio that exists. There's a file that Diddy's team says features Cassie making death threats to a man she calls Sujit. Yeah. The recording was played in court actually over a month ago during Cassie's testimony, but it's only now being made public. Family, if you have not heard it, you gotta listen to the clip. Cassie talking gangster. And wonder can I play that?
This is bad. Because it's one thing, people, you know, there's a saying, text has no tone. But to hear somebody changes everything.
Man, I'm gonna go and play it. I'm just gonna go ahead and play it. I'm gonna take my chances. I'm gonna play it. You gotta hear this. You got to hear this. Check this out, fam. This is Cassie, y'all. This is nice, sweet, innocent Cassie talking about putting a hit on somebody. She said, I'm not going to do it
Harris,
myself.
what up? Thank you, man. I appreciate you, Harris.
No, y'all need to treat this like y'all would treat it if y'all heard Diddy saying something like this. There would be no room.
This is, people, this is a fact. All I want you to do is hear what you're going to hear and just pretend if Diddy was saying it, how would you take it? Fellas, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, we have to stop thinking because a woman, fellas, women are notorious for getting men caught up in situations. We gotta stop acting like a woman can't get guys to get you got. We gotta stop doing that. Listen to her. Tell me how you feel.
No room for compromise. Y'all know that y'all would straight up believe that Diddy has something to do with it.
Yeah,
Here you go.
don't have to see it, but it's my life and I'll kill you. No, I will kill you if you don't show me right now. I will kill you and I will hide you and I will cut you up and put you in the dirt right now.
Cassie.
Pull it up. If you have it, pull that up. Because if not, I'm going to kill you and then he's going to kill you again. So just do it. Pull that up right now. You got that? Pull that up. I'm going to kill you. You don't understand. I don't give a I've never killed anybody in my life, but I will kill you because you're with me. You're with me in my life right now. If I saw a video of you doing anything that you didn't want people to see, I would show you the video so you could tell me what the happened. You're playing games with me, telling me you saw some. Now you're saying you didn't see some. You're with me. I'm going to you up. I don't think you understand. And it's not going to be my hands, and it's not going to be blood on my hands. Someone else is going to do it. So you have to tell me right now, and I'm recording this whole shit. FYI, tell me what the you're talking about.
Cassie, y'all. This is Cassie talking straight gangster. Tell me what you talking about. I'm going to kill you. I ain't going to do it myself. I ain't going to have no blood on my hand, but I'm going to get at you. Cassie talking about getting that Sujit. Boy, you know, it must be nice to walk away with $30 million for your mistakes. You can make... You can actually make mistakes. You can actually do wrong. You can actually threaten people's lives and walk away with $30 million.
Crazy. Crazy.
Must be nice. It must be extra nice. See, family, the reason why I'm not fooled by Cassie's cute face, because there have been killers. There have always been killers who some people might identify as the princess killer, the babyface killer, you know,
Yep.
things like that, you know. People that look unassuming. People that don't look like a killer, people that look like your neighbor, you know, your friend, your sister, your brother, you know, nice looking people that look like your uncle, your aunt, you know, sweet, innocent looking people, and they're killers.
Now I want to say this real fast. Now I gotta speak to my fellas, ladies, for the two who are watching. Thank you for being here, fellas. Listen to me, please. Don't you let no woman walk you off the ledge, fellas, because there are women that know who you are. Fellas, my wife is 100% aware of who I know, the circles I run in, the people I deal with, and she would never put me in a position where I would have to be in jail forever. Here, Tony, focus. Here again. Focus. Okay. So, she would never put me in a predicament where I would have to do anything crazy unless she knows if we have to go there. If we have to go there, we're gonna go there. Fellas, don't let no woman walk you off the edge. Cause there are some women who will let you walk off the edge and she'll be fucking somebody else 24 hours from there. She'll cry for one whole day and she's on another dick after that. I want y'all guys to understand this. I want y'all to really truly understand what I'm saying to y'all right now. And I'm being dead ass serious. But now, I want to play something different, y'all. Let's listen to some people who have actually been in the Diddy trial. Let's get some. Shout out to Sean G. Shout out to Sean G. Podcast with Soul. Sidebar. Shout out to my man Sean G. I got a chance to talk to him. Cool ass brother. Shout out to Sean G. Let's listen up, y'all.
Jamie, where you from?
I'm from Pennsylvania,
What part?
from a place called Carlisle.
Shout out to Carlisle, Pennsylvania. Now, Jamie, you've been here, you've been coming every day or just about?
I've been coming about twice a week
Okay.
since the first week.
Are you on the 24th floor or the 26th floor?
I've been on the 26th floor once, and majority of the time I've been on the 24th.
Okay. So you're hearing the real in-court testimony.
Absolutely.
Now, Jamie, what was your feeling about Puffy in this case?
Do you mind?
90 days ago before this trial started, and what was your feeling about Puffy today?
It wasn't good. It wasn't good. If you go to my ex is JC at Love Exists Within, you'll see I was no Diddy everything. I just automatically assumed what the press was putting out, what the mainstream media was putting out, as far as the freak off parties, as far as how he was doing everybody. I took it as what they were putting out. I actually believed it. I feel like a dummy at this point in time now.
Okay, now, how do you feel today? Why you say you feel like a dummy now?
Because when you walk up in this courtroom and you hear the evidence, none of that's in the evidence. It's a total different, what they're actually bringing to this courtroom is totally different than what the mainstream media actually put out prior to the courtroom.
That's why you subscribe to the channel. So people, what I do here is this. I like to let everybody say what they want to say. In the evening times, I consolidate all the information and I show it. I told y'all, when everybody that touched the stand for the prosecution got shredded by Diddy's team, I bet you didn't hear about that. I bet you didn't hear about that. No Tisa Tells, no WNBC, no Law and Crime. Nobody is telling you the actual story. You want to know why I think that is? Now, this is my opinion. I think that they want there to be an outrage when Diddy walks. It's my belief, personal, that they want people to not hear what's really happening. So when Diddy walks, what happened? Now all the protests, women's rights movements, all kind of things are gonna start. They want to further push that agenda. That's why mainstream media is not showing you guys this. That's why this is the reason why I listen to certain content creators, because I know certain people are going to say exactly what was said in that courtroom. Because Tisa doesn't tell you everything that's going on in that courtroom. She only tells you the information that's going to make Diddy look bad. That's going to make Diddy look gay. But she never says that Cassie would also bring women to sit back in a corner with a Yankee fitted cap on with some stilettos on, watching Diddy ram another chick. You didn't hear that though. You didn't hear the lead officer on all the searches. He didn't know nothing about any of the searches. He had no information on any of the searches. And he's responsible. Let's keep listening.
So I think they were trying to taint the pool prior to us getting up here and actually him having a fair chance at, the court of law.
Yeah.
But so what you're seeing up here is not what I actually got before I walked up into this courtroom.
Nice.
Jamie, what's your background?
I work for an insurance company.
No, I mean your racial background.
I'm African American.
Your people go back to the South? Your bloodline go back to...
Absolutely,
Where?
Mississippi.
Mississippi?
Yeah.
Where in Mississippi?
Crawford,
Mississippi.
You hear that little country a little bit in me?
Yeah.
I got it.
All right, so Jamie, juror number 6 gets removed from the jury this week. What's up with that?
No good. And I shouldn't say I'm shocked, but the first 4 weeks of this trial, I really honestly thought Judge Subramanian was a fair judge, non-biased whatsoever. I thought he was doing things straight down the book, no issues at all. Juror 6 let me know, no, it's time to make a turn. And I think that's where he made a shift in this trial. And I think he knew he needed to make a shift in this trial. So I don't think it's just the government that's working against Sean Combs. I think we got a judge that might be working against him as well.
Jamie, the 17th floor balcony incident.
Perjury. Absolute perjury.
Flat out?
Flat out perjury.
Why?
Because she lied.
Now, but if you let Tisa Tells tell you, it doesn't matter what day it happened. It doesn't matter if she lied and she didn't know whether what day or she's confused. It doesn't matter. The fact that it still happened is what matters. No, when it comes to the court of law, it's not what you know, it's what you can prove. And these women perjuring themselves in the court of law is grounds for a mistrial. Why don't we have the mistrial? Because this judge loves his life. He wants to go home and go to sleep. He wants to know that he was not the judge to go down in history as giving this a mistrial for Diddy. Because the prosecution is coming with their hardest blow. And we all know that they haven't shown anything yet. But I will tell you this. If Diddy walks, all the other lawsuits go out the window. You're not going to be able to see nobody else being lawsued. I'm telling y'all.
Because Cassie lied and because they put the story together. They absolutely sat down, made a decision. They were going to determine where it was going to so-called happen at. One said it was so-called going to be at a hotel.
Still got it wrong.
One said it was going to have to be at Cassie's apartment because that's the place that had the balcony. They determined it was going to be the balcony. They determined on who it was going to be. They decided who we were going to say was going to be there. Then it comes out that Sean Puffy Combs wasn't even in town on the day that it so-called happened. And I remember sitting in there when this happened, when Brianna was.
And I keep saying this to y'all, man. I keep saying this to y'all. Don't think that all of the prosecutions, the lawyers on that side are women, don't play into this. Don't think, I'm telling y'all, this is a pro-woman thing. All these lawyers are connected to all of these cases. This is them trying to tear down men. I'm telling y'all, it's not a game, y'all. It's not a game.
Actually testifying to this, and she outright said, I specifically remember the day because I took a picture of my leg on the day that it happened. The day that she took that picture based on the metadata was September 26th. And Sean Puffy Combs was in New York on September 26th.
And that was supposedly had to happen in Los Angeles.
Absolutely. It's perjury. It was outright perjury. Westmoreland brought it out of her. And when she perjured herself, she also perjured Cassie.
Jane Doe, Jamie.
A mess. I think she was absolutely doing.
And why am I playing this for y'all? Because I want y'all to understand how women feel. Women are like, where is this case going?
Prior to doing it with Sean Combs.
That's what she do.
It actually came out that she was actually in Vegas with a whole nother rapper and his girlfriend doing the same things that she was doing with Sean Puffy Combs without him.
With one of the entertainers that her and Puff used to use. He was already there.
Absolutely. So therefore, who you think put that together?
And she said she was going to call Cabral to come.
To set up another day. So she was the one that was actually putting all the escorts together with all the other entertainers based on what I'm thinking. And I'm hoping that the jurors are seeing that.
Yep.
Was there force or coercion?
Absolutely none.
She was with it?
She was absolutely with it.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Let's go to the next woman. The woman, let's go.
Henny, you've been here since when?
Week 2.
Okay. And you are a 24th floor courtroom observer.
Absolutely.
You're in the courtroom.
In the courtroom.
So you're hearing the testimony.
I'm hearing everything.
You don't need to go and look on YouTube or no news. You're hearing it yourself.
All I need to do is go look at my notes and the transcripts.
Now, Henny, 90 days ago, 120 days ago, before this trial, what was your feeling on Puff? And then what is your feeling on Puff right now?
I was on the fence when I first heard it, only because of the things that have come out in the past. Where I'm at now, I can't really make a decision as to which way, because we haven't heard everything. The defense hasn't put on their witnesses, and the government is not done with theirs as of yet. So I can't make a definitive decision as to guilt or innocence.
How do you feel about Puff?
My honest opinion, I think it's sad because this is Black legacy and excellence that's on trial here. And this has to be humiliating for him.
What about the domestic violence and the assault and all that?
I don't condone domestic violence in any way. No matter if it's man and woman or woman against man, I don't condone domestic violence at all.
Nice. Okay. Juror number 6, Henny, got removed from the jury 6 weeks into the case. What's your position on juror number 6?
Honestly, I feel like he should have kept his mouth closed. If he would have never said anything to the people in the jury department, we wouldn't have been here. He'd still be there in the jury pool, and we would still be moving on with the case with him. But the fact that he said something about living in New Jersey opened the door to all of this. I mean, I get it. People move around and bounce around everywhere, but all the inconsistencies, he should have just kept his mouth shut and said nothing to nobody.
I like it.
Henny, the 17th floor balcony testimony with Brianna Bogeland. Cassie testified this event happened at a hotel, and Brianna gave a whole nother account. What's your take on the 17th floor balcony?
Honestly, I feel like something happened. I don't know what happened, but I feel like something happened. between Cassie, Brianna, and Puff back then, they were getting zooted and booted. So I don't think anybody really knows exactly what happened. They just know something happened. And the only reason I say that is because Brianna testified to Rod Holiday, calling her on behalf of Puff to offer a settlement. That's the only thing that's making me say that. And honestly, with that, I was kind of disappointed that the defense didn't attack that. But with the metadata and her saying it happened this day, I feel like the story is... But something happened, in my opinion, based off of the pictures we saw and all of that. We just don't know when.
But she said it was in L.A.
She said it was in L.A. Cassie said it was in
a hotel.
Out on the West Coast in the hotel. I don't think any of them know when it happened.
And Brianna said it was at Cassie's apartment,
Right.
and Cassie was there.
Right.
But where was Cassie on that day, September 26th?
Cassie was on the West Coast along with Diddy. See,
On the
East Coast, along with Diddy. So that right there, I mean, but what about the 20th, the 21st, the 22nd? What about those days? Because that bruising we saw was old. So for me, it caused reasonable doubt for me, if we're going to be honest. That's what it caused for me.
Henny, what about Jane Doe?
Jane Doe.
Yo, nobody like Jane Doe. Yo, listen, people. I heard all the feminist channels, Jane Doe shut it down. She shut Diddy down. People are like, is Jane Doe working for Diddy's team or not? Like, what's going on here? People, Jane Doe was a mess.
Does not compare to Cassie's story at all. After listening to a lot of it and how she began to use these hotel nights as ways of reeling him in a position to balance things out, I can't look at her the same way I looked at Cassie. I can't say definitively that I feel like she's a victim. I feel like she knew what she was doing.
She was with it.
She was with it. She may not have been with it for as long and at some point not wanted to be a part of it, but she understood that was power over Diddy. I can't deny that.
What about Cassie? What's up, John? What about Cassie?
Cassie is different.
Cassie and Puffy's relationship, and Cassie, go ahead. I'm sorry, I cut you off.
I feel like that's different for me only because there's a lot of dynamics and layers to their relationship. Their relationship was an actual relationship. It did start when she was much younger than him. There comes the balance of power that wasn't there. So I do feel like there was maybe some coaxing into it, but I still can't get past the physical aspect of all of that. I can't. So
you mean the elevator video, the hotel video?
Not just the elevator video, the photographs of the bruises on her body that the mother showed, just different instances that showed that there was a whole different side that she was dealing with that makes her story completely different from Jane. Plus, they had history. They was together for 10 years. So that's a lie. That's a lie.
Cassie set up a lot of the freak-offs too herself.
So did Jane.
They both was with it.
Both was setting up these freak-offs.
And staying in contact with the male entertainers
they were
after the fact when Puffy's not even around.
Well, they were keeping in touch with them, yes. They were setting up some of these nights, yes. But what we saw yesterday was that there is a conversation that happens where he's telling them to reach out to them and set this up. So, yeah, will I say that there's points in times where we see that they were willing participants? Yes, but we also know that there came a point in time when they both was like, I don't want to do this anymore. But this became the dynamic. And in order for them to keep whatever it was that they had going, this was a stipulation that they had to go through. This became part of the relationship. Jane Doe said it best. She opened the Pandora's box and couldn't close the door. And you got to be careful what you're walking into in relationships, not even just with billionaires, with everyday average people, because what you open the door to and allow is what's going to continue to happen, unfortunately.
Henny, who do you think, in your opinion, is dominating the courtroom? The federal prosecutors or Puffy's defense team?
It ping-pongs and it varies back and forth. What I will say is I do feel like the government, when you go into the predicates of the RICO and start weighing that against testimony, I do feel like the government is laying their case out But I would be lying if I said the defense did not come in and poke holes and cause reasonable doubt into some of
Right.
the aspects of testimony that we heard. So I can't call it as to who's really dominating, because it's back and forth. This is a match that we're watching.
Y'all already know, man. Listen, I'm gonna leave right there at that. Like I said, listen, y'all, the next piece to fall, they going after Fat Joe. Diddy, Tyler Perry, Fat Joe. Let's just sit back and wait to see who's next. You heard? Y'all tu sabe? I see you on the next one. Thank you guys so much for subscribing to the channel. Hitting the like button. Turn on notifications for whenever I go live. Listen, I go live on different things. I go live for my gaming. If y'all guys want to tune in for that, cool. Somebody here for gaming. Somebody here for the Diddy trial. Somebody here for Man Talk. This is a buffet right here, man. I got all you can eat right here. You heard? Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. I see y'all on the flip side. Yep. Ya tu sabes? Wepa.